Morning, everyone, and Merry Christmas. Welcome to our Heavenly Parent Holy Community Oceania Hundake with Reverend Yutaka Yamada. Today being Saturday, the 25th of December, or the 22nd of November in the 9th year of the Chongal Group. So let's begin by offering a bow to our Heavenly Parents and True Parents. Chariot, Kambe, Paro. And let's recite our family pledge, both in Korean and English. Thank you.
가족 멘세 5. 천일국 주인 우리 가족은 참 사랑을 중심하고 매일 주체적 전산세계와 대산적 지산세계의 통일을 향해 점진적 발전을 촉진할 것을 맹세하나이다.
Family pledge number 5. Our family, the owner of Chongal Group, pledges to strive every day to advance the unification of the spirit world and the physical world as subject and object partners by centering on true love. To ask Debbie Bruce if she could offer the opening prayer, please.
Okay.
Good morning, our most beloved Heavenly Parents. We want to begin this day with you. We're so grateful that we can hear these beautiful words from our brothers and sisters, beautiful testimonies every day, and which strengthen our faith and allow us to go forward to do more for you. We're sorry that we don't do enough for you, and we really pray that we can really determine ourselves, and even as we begin a new year, to do more and to really inspire you with the results that we bring for you. Thank you so much for this wonderful gathering every morning, and we offer this prayer to you in the name of Chris and Debbie Bruce of Central Blessed Family. Adieu.
Adieu.
Adieu. Thank you, everyone. And let's give a warm welcome to Reverend Yutaka as he shares this morning. Thank you.
Good morning, brothers and sisters, and Merry Christmas. So how is today and how was yesterday? Are you enjoying the time with your families? And are you enjoying together with our Jesus? Yes. So today is a special time. The December 25th is the Christmas. We can really offer our sincere devotion and heart to our heavenly parents and true parents. So in the Christmas Eve and Christmas, a lot of people in the world is celebrating this day together with family in the church and also city or several places. So when we see those Christmas, how many people know about meaning of Christmas or not? This is also we could see the situation. Yesterday also we had a celebration in the family, and I asked daughter, also 10 years old daughter, what's the meaning of Christmas? And she knew that the Christmas is Jesus' birthday and also the Son of Lord and Savior on that kind of level. So I think basically maybe people know Savior or Jesus or Lord or God. Then how much really each person know really the heart of Jesus and heart of God. We are celebrating, people is enjoying, but we can go step forward, how we can understand, how really connect our Jesus heart and God's heart. Then next level is how we can fulfill their dream, how we can fulfill and comfort our Jesus heart and God's heart. So this one, if we can go forward, next step, then really we can celebrate, enjoy this day of Christmas, and together with our Jesus, together with our heavenly parents, together with our true parents. So today is December 25. Please also have a good time in your place, in your family, in our community also together. So thank you for joining today. So let's go to the contents. So True Mother's Astrology. So this time, because of the internet connection, there is sometimes not easy to prepare from the Solomon Island, right? Reverend Arnold try 1 time, 2 times, 3 times. So yesterday finally succeeded to share the message. So second day, 2 days, 1 day, the day before, because of the connection, but sudden request or sudden happening, our Mr. Douglas prepared a message to share your beautiful and Dr. Kittle's message, 7 years course, and also the last song. That song was also good. Really, we could enjoy together. Really, people is thinking God is dead. They really cannot find God. But even those kind of situation, but people who know God, people try to find God, people who can meet God more and more. So in the special time period we are living here with Heavenly Parents and God, so really we will go forward, be half of our Heavenly Parents, be half of true parents. And yesterday, thank you, Mr. Douglas. And yesterday was also the Reverend Arnold. Finally, he shared the message. So he's sharing his life story was also touched. Really, his life story was also not easy. Even he was 5 years old already, father passed away, and he went to another place, relative house, uncle's house, but also the uncle house was also not easy. So surviving in the uncle's house to take care of the children, take care of the younger brothers and sisters. If uncle left the house, then finally he is looking forward to find the hope and meet the church and the movement. So really, when I heard his story, really children is really just victim. How children can control their life when they are child, when they are 5 years old, when they are 10 years old, even they want to have a good life, even to just they wish to have a beautiful life with parents, brothers and sisters, and spend time, laugh together, eat together, share together. Actually, this is really simple wish. And this is the real happiness in the family. But because of parents' environment, because father and mother's situation, because of society situation, children become just victim. They cannot choose their family. They cannot choose their father and mother. That's why really Reverend Arnold, when he was childhood time, even children time, but really try to work, find the money to support younger brother and sisters, and even he have to become the father's role. Even he was younger age, and really mother is suffering. That's why family is how much important, how we can create, how we can share this message of family. This is really critical things. We are listening to the family movement. We are receiving the many message from true parents, how family is important. This is really reality. If we the city, if we the society, even if we are the neighbors, even among the blessed families, because of family, there is some our brothers and sisters is facing challenging relationship between the parents, relationship with our children. That's why the core point or key point, we are looking forward the happiness in some place, but really real happiness is in our inside of our families. So really realized and I really felt many things through yesterday's Reverend Arnold sharing. And he found out the members, he was witnessed and joined the movement to stay together of the brothers and sisters. Chihiro-san also was there. So Reverend Arnold remember the meeting with Chihiro-san, and also he went to Australia, America. Also he received many love from Melbourne and also Sydney, Australia, also the America, right? So really his story, and together with our Australia and brother and sisters, and even he got the car accident, but Father directly guided him and to connect back again. So through those miracles, through meeting or happening, really I can feel God is guiding him directly. And God is really guiding the people directly to connect back as a son, as a daughter of our heavenly parents and true parents. And through listening his message, one more thing I felt that he himself had a really overcoming or many challenging but many really great experience with God. But in the same time, he mentioned a lot of people's name in his life, right? Mr. Rai, I could not remember everyone's name, but he mentioned a lot of people's name. That meaning is really those person is remaining inside of Brother Arnold's heart forever. How much this meeting, how much this relationship is precious or important when we are living in our life. How many people's heart we are remaining? How many people are we giving, or are we loving? Are we giving influence? Even small investment or even small love, but we don't know. Even these small things will change their life. That's why how we will live in our life together with God, true parents, and to live for others, to love them, embrace them, and really welcome them. So when we could have those kind of a special life, which we are remaining those persons' heart forever, that itself really become the blessing, become also the beautiful life. So anyway, yesterday, Reverend Arnold shared the beautiful or great testimony or message. I also learned many things. I believe you also realize or you learn many things. So I'm really exciting each unsealed moment, and also every Sunday. Tomorrow is also Sunday. What kind of story we could hear tomorrow? So let's expect and join together. Welcome, and we are waiting for everyone to sharing your beautiful story. No need to be shy or hesitate. Everyone's life is precious. Maybe if we think own life looks like not so much, but actually each person's life is very precious and exciting. So please try. Even short time is okay. 5 minutes is okay. 10 minutes is okay. And if you have I believe you have a lot of life, then you can prepare part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4. So there are many opportunities. Let's have a great time also on Sunday morning. Okay, so thank you everyone. Let's go to today's contents. This part, this slide was the last slide which I shared last time. I will read this part again. God's wish and Adam and Eve's wish needed to be the same. God wanted to become the parent of humankind. So what was God's wish? What was Adam's wish and Eve's wish? Adam and Eve were also wanting to be like God. So if they share their heart to God, I want to become like you, Father, I want to become like you. If Eve had shared those hearts to God, surely God was happy Adam and Eve were happy. Angel, archangel, or all things were happy together to support and develop together. So last time Mrs. Joshinta's son was great 18 years boy, but already try to have a great desire and discuss with mother, right? So really each children, if they share their heart to parents, actually this is also happy things to share, develop together, support together. So in the God's wish, Adam and Eve's wish needed to be same. Actually, they have a maybe similar wish they had, but and they could share together, report together, discuss together. Then we could see maybe different future or different history of life. So our God's wish and that God wish to Adam and Eve was actually also same wish to each of us. So God wish, my wish, and your wish also needed to be same to have a ideal family, ideal tribe, nation, and world together with our heavenly parents, true parents, and brothers and sisters. So let's see the next part. Though God is omniscient, omnipotent, and perfect, there were reasons that he could not interfere with the fall. He then began his providential work of restoration because he could not forsake humankind, despite their having fallen. God chose the people of Israel who knew best about his circumstances and promised to send the Messiah. As promised, he did send them Jesus, but the people nailed Jesus to the cross. That was not God's will. So Mother said, though God is omniscient, omnipotent, and perfect, there were reasons that he could not interfere with the fall. What was the reason? Why God could not interfere with the fall? Have you heard this story before, this content before? This is from Divine Principle. Do you know which chapter? Do you remember which chapter or which session? Yes, thank you, Mrs. Joshinta. Chapter 2. So which session? Do you remember? Or what contents? Do you remember the reason? Several reasons Father is sharing, Divine Principle is talking, right? Why God could not interfere? Yeah, sometimes we listen many times, but have to remind and really. Can you answer? Is there some volunteer?
We have
Yes, yes.
responsibility.
Responsibility? Okay, maybe Nia. Yes, Mr. Douglas.
Oh, to fulfill the human portion of responsibility, so that's what I was thinking.
Okay, human's responsibility. Okay,
And we're not
For the sake of
robots.
the absoluteness of the principle.
okay.
And we're not robots.
We are not
Co-creators.
robots.
To be a co-creator with God.
Yes. Okay. So maybe I will show the exact words. Concept is maybe everyone know, right? Everyone I think know. I will show this one. So this was in chapter 2, the human fall.
Oh,
Do you remember the title, the human fall, right? Section 6, the reason God did not intervene in the fall of the first human ancestors. There are 3 points. Maybe several points already you mentioned. First one, to maintain the absoluteness and perfection of the principle of creation. This is the first one. Second one, that God alone be the creator, right? And the third one, to make human beings the lords of creation. So humans' responsibility, God's responsibility, authority, yeah, everything I think included this point. But when we read the divine principle, Father said, even the divine principle content, the title itself become the summary or main contents. That's why also Father said, we have to read divine principle once a month. And every time we have to read. to complete. Even I have to memorize this context. That's why this is the human fall. Maybe some of you, if you don't remember, please read again this part. So Mother said, though God is omniscient, omnipotent, and perfect, there were reasons that he could not interfere with the fall. So that's why God could not interfere directly. But in order to restore the human beings, restore the son and daughter of God, God continuously lead the providence of the histories. We could see that. That's why God created and established the race, the Israelites. And when we see the Israelites' history, God was always together with them. Even God was betrayed. Even God was forgotten from them. But continuously, God loved them, invest them again, send the prophet, send the leaders, continuously love Israelites, invest Israelites, believe Israelites, and lead Israelites. That was God's history for 2000 and 4000 history before Jesus. Finally, God fulfilled his promise to send the Messiah. But even God sent the Messiah, Jesus was also crossed at the moment. That's why when we see God himself, really, we could see his story. God investing a lot. Okay. So next part I want to see. And yet, what do today's Christians believe? They believe that they will be saved through the cross. The history of Christianity now has been wrong. It was only after 4,000 years that God was able to set up the necessary condition to send his only begotten Son. Considering how much effort God put into sending him, it is clear that God's intention was not for the people of Israel to kill his only begotten Son. Mary and Joseph should have united and fulfilled Jesus' will. No matter what difficulties she faced, Mary should have prepared all the conditions necessary for Jesus to be married. So, Christianity, how do they believe about Jesus? How do they believe the Heavenly Father? God actually, in order to send the Jesus to Israelites, God had raised up the Israelites and patient, and also finally sent after 4,000 years history. So when we know that God's those suffering, patient, or investment history, then we could realize the way of cross was not prepared an original plan of our Jesus Christ. If the purpose for Jesus was to go to the cross, to be die, to go to the spiritual world, then God didn't need to prepare any Israelites. Just send any place, just let him to be die in the any place, and he could go to the spiritual world. But the reason why God prepared for a long time period is that Jesus had the mission to fulfill without dying on this earth to save the human beings. That was to become the true parents to save all human beings. So there was also a mission. So Joseph, John the Baptist, Maria, or Israelites, really we could see those stories. So Mother also sharing continuously. So next part. Through Jesus' cross, we can attain only spiritual salvation. That is why Jesus said, I will come again before he left. What he meant was that he would come again in the flesh and form a family on this earth. And as the true olive tree, restore all wild olive trees in the world to true olive trees. That is the mission of the coming Lord of the second advent. That's why this is the purpose why Jesus said he will come again, because that time the providence was not completed, not ended. That's why he said he will come again. When he come again, what he should do? He should complete all providence of God and restore the people and restore God himself. So why he have to come again? Mother said what he meant was that he would come again in the flesh and form a family on this earth, and as the true olive tree, restore all wild olive trees in the world to true olive trees. That is the mission. That is the mission of the coming Lord of the second advent. That's why there is God's heart. Is there some sound?
I've got it off. It's not on.
Is okay? Okay, so that's why I think suddenly something. Can you hear some echo?
Yeah, when you have two computers just nearby each other, they resonate off each other.
So if please can you arrange? Okay. I think maybe okay. Okay, that's why there is God's wish, and there is also God's circumstances, and there is God's history, and there is also mission of the central figure, and also the chosen people, and also there is the providence centering on Jesus Christ, but it was not fulfilled. That's what Jesus said, and Jesus also came again. So when we see those history, then how about our role and our mission? What should we do? Because Jesus said he will come again. Then our role is to welcome Jesus again. And if Jesus come on this earth, what should we do? We have to meet Jesus. We have to attend Jesus, and we have to unite with Jesus, and we have to fulfill the mission and dream of Jesus. This is the role of Christianity, and this is role of also ourselves. And what was this mission? The mission is to receive blessing, and also to share this blessing to all people, and to change their lineage from wild olive tree to true olive tree. This is the mission of Jesus. This is the mission of second coming of Jesus. And this is mission of our true parents, right? True parents receive the holy wedding. True parents become the true parents, and to start as the God's lineage, as the God's family, and finally to reverse all people for as the true olive tree. And this mission is not only true parents, the person who became the true olive tree. We are, as the breast center family, we are also to do together this mission to change the people's, the wild olive tree to true olive trees. This mission is also our mission together with our true parents. So Adam and Eve and Jesus, Christianity, second coming of Jesus, and true parents. We could see those history, and we are also the hero of this great God's histories. So how much exciting. Those stories not only just the Bible story, those stories not only Jesus story or God's story. Actually, this story is also our story to fulfill God's dream together, to fulfill our Jesus dream together, to fulfill our whole human beings historical wish together. So we are very the central role, and we are the hero or heroine of this story. So can you proud that you are hero and heroine of history together with God, together with really Jesus, and together with our second coming, our true parents. So actually we are standing the great moment, central position in the movie, historical movie. So in the future, 500 years, maybe our son and daughter will watch the movie that the person who walking together with true parents at that moment, something like this. Maybe they could recognize your face. Some will be act behalf of you, right? You are suffering cause, but overcoming. You are facing challenging, but met true parents to be changed to our life, to receive the blessing, and to open the pioneering center in each place, pioneering nation in each place, so we could see our future generation will make a beautiful movie for each of us, and of course our descendants. So we are living the special moment, and we are hero and heroine. So really, through mother's sharing or father's sharing, we could feel historical wishes and historical hope of our heavenly parents and true parents. So that is really great. So today I think almost time. Okay. So anyway, today is the Christmas Eve. Today I will share here for True Mother's Word. So today is the Christmas, December 25. Of course, we can celebrate about today's day together with our brother and sister and family, but in the same time, let's really pray sincerely and really ask God and ask also Jesus Christ, how do you feel today, December 25? This day become the beautiful day. This day is the sad day. This day is the happy day. What kind of feeling do you feel? If we ask Jesus now, surely Jesus can say, because of true parents, I was so much happy. I was liberated. And because of all of you, you can understand my heart. You can understand my circumstances of feeling. That's why I am so much comforted because of your prayer, because of your heart. And let's fulfill our heavenly parents' dream. Let's prepare our true parents' dream. Surely our Jesus will share his heart to each of us like that. That's why through spending time of Christmas, once again, let's connect our heart to our heavenly parents. Let's connect our heart to our Jesus Christ. So thank you for joining today's beautiful morning. Today is a grateful day. Let's offer the sincere devotion and heart. And also, let's have a great time. Thank you very much once again. 감사합니다.
Kamsamnida, thank you very much, Reverend Yutaka. Thank you for providing this guidance daily, every day to us, so that we can truly reflect and understand more deeply, especially this time during Christmas with our families, and we can really share together and be with our families. The lighting here is different than I usually have, because it's above me, because we're just I'm staying together with my family, and every family has different traditions and different things to do, and my family's Greek, and at the moment it's a unique sort of situation, even though some of us can be physically here, some can't. And so we joining through Zoom on today, on Christmas Day, and we've been baking for the last couple of days, lots of different Greek sweets, and we're having like a competition through Zoom who makes the best sweet. So just something that's happening today with us. But I was reflecting on the statement that Reverend Yutaka mentioned about, and the question came to my mind, how many people do I have in my heart that I can remember and treasure? Because we know that the world of heart is the world of love, and when we enter spirit world, it's only those that we love that will be around us. Hopefully we're not accused by so many people. Hopefully we have many people to share with. The loneliness I had this experience many years ago about if I died right at that moment. I was 19 years old. I was working at Balmain Hospital, and I was looking after all the people like the morgue that died. So I experienced many people's deaths, and then I had a moment where I experienced what would happen if I die right now. And I entered spirit world, and I found myself looking at everyone in a garden, and I was instantly wanted to go join. But as soon as I tried to step forward, I couldn't move. I found myself enclosed in like a box that was made out of a grey cloud, and in front of me was clear, but everything else was just I couldn't move. And this box was the size of myself, and the message I got from spirit world is you don't love anyone, and if you want to move around, you have to love people. If you want to engage with others, you have to be able to love them. And then that shocked me deeply. And when I came back to the world, I started. How can I really love people? How can I have them in my heart? Because I want to go to spirit world and be with many people, with everyone. And so that statement that Reverend Utaka said just brought that memory back to me, that everyone is so precious, and everyone, even those three reasons why God created us, why he couldn't intervene with the fall. The last one being that he wanted us to be lords, because we are so precious, that we are the same as God, and we're God's children, and he wants us to manage this world and to love each other as brothers and sisters. And so that was and especially this time during Christmas and being with the family, deepening the bonds with our children and with our my brothers and sisters, how to deepen that so that they deep in our heart. So thank you, Reverend Utaka, and thank you everyone else. And I'll open it up for others to make comments. Who would like to go first? Yes, Chris, go ahead.
Okay. I've always struggled with this part, because I can get the responsibility bit, I get the absoluteness of the principle bit, I get the Lords of Creation bit for us, but I really struggle with that second part, God must be the only creator, because I don't understand. To me, if you play a game of sport, you have an umpire, and if people break the rules, he sets it straight. So it seems to me the challenge that Adam and Eve were given was far beyond their capacity. They were not, for instance, if they had gone into the completion level and then Lucifer from afar influenced them to do bad things, or later in their relationship have extramarital relations or something like that, I can understand that. But he would far outclass them. He was far more powerful. So when that sort of rule is broken at that level, I don't see why God couldn't step in and do something.
Thanks, Chris. Reverend Sadie, you have your hand up. Go ahead.
I'm wanting answers. I'm wanting responses.
Well, that's just, I think it takes time for people to digest that, and the response will come. But after Reverend Sadie, then we'll have Jeff.
Maybe my response is might answer some of it. And a night ago, my son, because he works for TV5, he comes home with these new movies, that pirated movies or whatever. But the latest Spider-Man movie, so Revenue Tucker's comment about we being the superheroes of this age, a bit like the Marvel universe, and also in the Marvel universe, there's alternate universes. Sometimes Christmas time seems a bit like that. That when we gather, we are gathering the alternate universes of people's awareness of Christmas and the realities of it. But bottom line, so last night at midnight, we usually have a service for midnight Christmas time, and my second daughter came, who's a little bit on a tangent from our family's central path. But in my heart, this is the thing for Christmas time, is not everyone's on the same page. Sometimes we're on different alternate universes, like in the Marvel comics. Not everyone's aware of the central providence, so it's not always a kind of my own heart is, this is me, not it's not easy to be on the same plane all the time. And so last night at our midnight service, we shared the reality of our family. My eldest daughter is preparing for matching and blessing. Second daughter, she is with child with a young man from the Catholic faith, and my son is preparing his heart and mind for the matching and blessing. My daughter's still a little ways from the altar, but yeah, bottom line of the history of Christmas is that we're all, we're still trying to we're still trying to regather the original family. And so this Spider-Man movie, I don't know if any of you have seen the latest one, where all three Spider-Mans come together from the alternate universes. But this young man, the new Spider-Man, who reminds me of Reverend Utaka, by the way, he's the central figure, and he has to make decisions and pull everything together, and then finally, and that's a good thing that I see in the latest movies sometimes, is that instead of just one big John Wayne riding off into the universe, restoration is such that everyone, even the villains, like the Green Goblin, in this particular movie, the three Spider-Men had decided that they would want to redo the whole universe by magic, by helping the villains come to resolve their issues and not be killed at the end of the story. So it was quite moving. It was strange, but you should see this newest Spider-Man, by the way. But I very much relate that to our lives, is that we are struggling to pull so many elements together to restore. Restoration really is the word. Reconstitute, a balance. So yeah. Anyway, that's my take on Christmas, and then relevance to we heard from Reverend Utaka. And finally, it was very much what I spoke about to my family last night. Yeah. So Merry Christmas, everyone. Reverend
Merry
Utaka,
Christmas.
brothers and sisters.
Thank you, Reverend Seti.
And thank you, Irene. I tasted Greek. Thanks to Irene, I lived in a Greek Christmas world once upon a time down in Melbourne with her beloved mother. I still remember that, Irene. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Seti. Go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, anyway, a lot of thank yous to everybody who making comments, from Reverend Yamada and Chris's comment on a sort of thoughts about some things that need to be understood, and also Seti's amazing sharing. There's so much about our families that we go through. We just show our face as kind of leaders or whatever here this every morning, but we have our family situations that can be quite traumatic and difficult to resolve. But I think we haven't got to that point. We may not need to get to that point. We all are on our own journey. But anyway, in light of what I just sort of put my hand up, what Chris mentioned was, sometimes I've felt like that Adam and Eve were a bit on the back foot because, some sort of things intimate that the war started in heaven with the angels already before Adam and Eve even came along, possibly. Lucifer could foresee what was going to happen, knowing God's plan. And so who knows? So already right from the very beginning, there might have been some, pre-plan to try to disrupt God's ideal family, right from even before Adam and Eve came on the scene. So who knows? But I do think that God always absolutely knows the best option in any one given moment. His GPS orients immediately to any situation to give the best outcome possible. But finally having to leave it up to Adam and Eve to be able to do what they had to do, as a father and son team to restore, and organize God's creation according to his plan. So, there are a lot of things, I suppose. Some things, I guess in my case, I don't try to figure them out because I feel it's a bit beyond my scope at the moment, but try to focus on those things which I do understand and do feel for. There are many battlefronts, and each person chooses their own, and sometimes chooses their unique weapon and unique front in the whole scheme of God's war against, evil. But more and more today, as you probably feel the same as I do, that God's really got this. And it seems to be my catchphrase with all those around me. God has got this, and I can kind of see that now. So anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. I hope you have a really beautiful day with your families as we work together to resolve these issues. Thank you.
Thank you, Jeff. Thank you. And we have Jacinta with a hand up. Go ahead.
Yeah, just recently I had dinner with a pastor and his wife, and just as we were finishing, she turned to me. We'd been chatting a lot about her life and that kind of thing, and she said, I just wish, I have a question. Why didn't God intervene? Why didn't he stop it? Why didn't he just stop before what he knew was going to happen? And then I realized, even the wife of a pastor is a theologian and a teacher and everything. They'd never been able to answer that question. And I just, over the past few years, been hearing counselors talking about how to recognize a pedophile in your midst, because I feel like the characteristics of a pedophile now are much more clearly understood, but I don't think they, counselors have got to the bottom of it. But I really feel that it's like the last kind of sin in the world is this kind of worst sin. And it's like from the deepest cruel, it's sort of like the cruelest and most lack of appreciation of who you are and who is this beautiful child that you're in charge of, or you want to take possession of. So I thought about that, and I wrote a letter to this lady about what I feel is this last sin of the world. And I'm trying to understand it myself too, mind you, but try to understand the mind of the pedophile, you know. And it's just a horrible thing, but it's also like the mistake I make every day of not knowing how precious I am, you know, or how precious you are, you know, or one of my children, or someone I'm jealous of, or something like that, you know. So I'm just trying to understand it anyway. And yeah, that's just in response to Chris's needing to have comments. Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Thanks, Jacinta. Thank you. And we got Papa Noel Randall with his hand up there. So go ahead, Randall. Merry Christmas to you too.
Oh, Merry Christmas. Oh my goodness. It's really good to see everyone this Christmas morning. Sorry, I'm just coming to you near the Seychelles. That's where I am at the moment. It's that time of night. My goodness, it's good to see you all, and want to say Merry Christmas to everybody. It's really good that you're all taking care of your families. I'm glad I was able to go over to the Solomons this a few hours ago, and then New Zealand, Australia, Solomons, Palau, all your nations. You guys take care of your families, okay? It was really, really good to see you all. You guys have a great Christmas, all right? Thank you very much. Ho, ho, ho.
Thank you. Well, we had a special
Presents.
yeah, presents on that. You got to give them yourself.
Thanks for the present, Santa.
Lovely to see you, Arnold, and all the family.
Yes, Mary, go ahead.
Good morning. I just want to share briefly. Yesterday, in preparing for Christmas, we really had a rough family day. And then something else happened last night, and I was so angry. That was after I'd gone to bed and woke up at 1 o'clock in the morning. And I don't get angry very often. Anyway, then all of a sudden, and I was trying to figure out how to deal with that. And then this feeling came to me, I have to have gratitude. Have to have gratitude for every situation. So it completely changed my heart, completely changed my spirit. And so now I can have a happy beginning to Christmas Day, and we're having visitors come over so we can share. Anyway, I just wanted to share that, and wish and Merry Christmas to everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary. And time's almost up. Well, is up, but we have one more person. So go ahead, Tim.
Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to mention that the lady there, Joanna Hartle from UK, is our national messiah for Palau. So we're so happy to see that she's joined us this morning. Hi, Joanna.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, and Joanna's going to share with us tomorrow. So.
All right.
Wonderful.
Can you fill me in, John, on how many minutes you want me to talk and what briefly what the structure is?
Well, basically, the structure is you get in. We start with a bow and a recitation of one of the family pledges. Then we pray. and then you get introduced, and then you have about 35 minutes, 40 minutes to share with us. And then after that, people make comments. And then we end with 7 minutes of unison prayer. And that's where we're about to go into now. That's the rough structure of it. Yeah.
Now I can hear you. My screen was frozen. Obviously, my internet is not as good as it should be, but I'm back. I can hear you now. I missed.
Oh, you missed. You missed.
I missed what you said. So
okay.
sorry.
All right. I'll say it again. Basically, we meet together. We offer a bow to our true parents. Then we have one reciting of the family pledge. Then we pray. And then after the prayer, you get introduced, and then you speak for about 35, 40 minutes. And then after that, we comment and share with each other as we just did. And then we finish with a 7-minute unison prayer. And that's what we're going to go into right now. So,
okay,
yeah,
thank you.
So look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so I'll just share the screen, and we'll offer our unison prayer together. Thank you. Jew, Jew, Jew. Thank you, everyone. Have a great Christmas and see you tomorrow. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye then.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you very much.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Douglas.
Thank you, Randall.
Merry Christmas.
Randall, for your
And I
humor.
probably not miss seeing Santa.
Merry Christmas, Solomon, Alan, Samuel, Samuel.
Yeah.
Wow. Bye-bye.